Poser figures can be put into all kinds of interesting positions, whether they're hailing a taxi, or whether they're holding a balloon, or whether they're doing some martial arts moves. But none of these things would really look as cool if they weren't doing something or interacting with something. For example, a sword, a park bench, or anything. You can add props from Poser's library, and you can even make your own and then bring them into the application. Now later on in the course, when we get to the projects section, I'll take you through some steps in different applications so that you can create props and then bring them into Poser. So what I'm going to do is put our guy into a pose after I bring in a prop. So let's go over here to this little ring or icon of a little donut, click on props, and then what you can do is go through this list and try to find, of course, the type of prop you want to work with. We have clothing, we have miscellaneous props, one of them is a bag of chips, we have a bowl, there's all kinds of stuff in here. So let me just scroll a little bit, move this over a little tiny bit so I can grab this. We have a broom, butter knife, all kinds of great things. So what I'm going to do is see if I can find something that he can interact with, like a park bench or a picnic table. So to bring the prop in, all you have to do is click on it one time if you want to see it bigger, and then double click on it. And there it is. There is our prop. And we can rotate to get the scene looking the way we want. And then what we can do is we can pose our figure. Now what you have to do, of course, is select your figure. If you look up here, we have our park bench selected. So I'm going to click on Andy. And I'm going to pose him. So let's go to our pose category. And let's scroll down until we can find something for him to do with the park bench. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to the Ryan Action category. I'm going to scroll down until I find something that looks like he's sitting down. And sometimes it's a little difficult to grab this little slider here when I'm recording in this screen size. So here we go. Here's a folder called Sitting. Here's On Floor, Park Bench. Well, that's kind of convenient. So I'm going to put him on the park bench. Let me just scroll down again. I'm going to double click on this one, Park Bench. And now he's on the bench, but not really. What we need to do now is go to Figure, drop to Floor. And we can, of course, continue to move him ourselves. Let me go ahead and restore this camera. We can move him ourselves if we want to by just making sure we have the figure selected. We go to Body. And then we can go to our parameter dials and move him down. So I'm going to just tear this off or lift it up a little bit so we can move him down on the Y-axis. Now I'm simply using the parameter dial for the Y translation, which is up and down. And now we have Andy sitting on a park bench by bringing in a prop. From here, of course, you'd have to continue to tweak it. Move the arm up a little bit, put the elbow up on top of the wood, maybe bring his feet up so that they're not going through the floor. But you get the idea. Typically, you can work in either order. Bring the prop in first or position the character. I think it's a lot easier, of course, to see the prop so that you can more accurately put the character down. But it's up to you. Either way, the prop itself or the character, very easy to modify.